Hello everyone, this is Garima Agrawal, ranked 241 this year in CAC 2017. Today I am here on Delhi Knowledge Track and I am going to talk about my optional strategy. So my optional was philosophy and I will be discussing this strategy in majorly three parts. First, why philosophy? Why should we choose this optional? Second, the sources where I read from and I prepared from. And third, the strategy of preparation and attempting the questions. So let us discuss the first part, why philosophy? I think this decision of choosing an optional, especially when it's different from what your graduation subject was, is a tricky one, especially for those whose graduation subject is different from the optional that we choose. I think this decision should be based on majorly 3 to 4 factors. First and foremost is interest. Your interest in the subject is very important, because only then you will be able to spend the amount of hours and hard work that you need to put in preparing for this subject. In my case, as an engineering student, we had to take certain humanities electives, and I took one of the humanities courses as Gandhian thought, and I really liked that subject during college itself, and that grew my interest in Gandhian philosophy in specific and philosophy in general. Second thing is syllabus. Syllabus for philosophy is relatively compact, precise and well defined, and that is one of the major incentives that, that philosophy offers as an optional. Third would be sources. The sources that you need, especially the coaching material as well as the books, are readily accessible and available in market and on internet. So that is another factor that can encourage you to take this optional. Now, while these were the pros of taking optional, while I have discussed the pros of taking philosophy as an optional, one of the cons that I see in taking up philosophy is the score. Philosophy as an optional has not been scoring very well. Very rarely 1 or 2 students score more than 300 marks. So that is one of the cons of the optional, but otherwise I thoroughly enjoyed reading and preparing for this subject. Coming to the sources part of the strategy, sources for this subject was like, I did take coaching for preparing for philosophy. I took Patanjali classes, and my base for preparing the notes was both Patanjali and Mitra's notes and printing material that is available in the market, and the standard books for different sections of the philosophies are that I am going to discuss now. So in paper 1 for Indian philosophy part, I referred to C.D. Sharma. It's a very good book. For modern Western philosophy, you can refer to either Y. Massey or Frank Thilly. Both are very good books. I just refer to one of them. For contemporary Western philosophy, no standard book or source is actually available. One can refer to a book by Donald Palmer, which can give you an introduction and brief about each philosopher, but it cannot directly help you much in mains, but it's good for developing your understanding about the philosophers in that section. Coming to paper 2, there are 2 parts, socio-political philosophy and philosophy of religion. For socio-political philosophy, again I refer to the coaching material and O.P. Goba book. It is also a good book from the perspective of preparing for essay, because most of the topics are very generic and overlapping. And for philosophy of religion, Y. Massey again is a wonderful book. So while I have mentioned you all the sources and the books, one should keep the requirement and syllabus of UPSC in mind while reading these books, because these books are written for the graduation students and post-graduation students. So they might cover more philosophers than that are mentioned in the UPSC syllabus. So you should be selective and optimize your time accordingly. Coming to the preparation part of it, first thing will be consolidated notes. Notes should be prepared based on all these 3-4 sources that I talked about: class notes, printed material, book and previous year question papers. And it's preferable if you finish this task before prelims, because friends, the time between prelims and mains is the most crucial part of UPSC strategy and preparation. So if you are well prepared with your notes already, you can have multiple revisions of those notes during this time. But if you do not have that time, then also it's fine, you just have to put extra hours into your preparation. So second aspect of preparation strategy would be answer writing and time management, because the UPSC examiners are ultimately going to evaluate you on the basis of answers you write and not on the basis of your knowledge and how much you have read. So the key lies in reproducing whatever you have read so far and producing good answers. For that, sectional test series or a regular practice of previous year questions can help you a lot in managing your time, because in optional papers, unlike GS, you have to choose certain questions and that itself takes some 5 minutes. So if you are thorough with at least 3-4 test papers before the exam, you will know how much time you take to choose the questions, which section you are good at, so which questions you should choose in the examination. So that part is well taken care of by practicing questions and test papers. Third thing, previous year question papers I have already mentioned before. There are certain optionals like philosophy which have relatively static syllabus, where the quotient of current affairs is less and syllabus is also quite compact. In this case, there is a high probability of repeating the questions that have been asked before. While this year's paper in 2017 was a surprise for all of us, but before that the trend has been very much inspired from the previous year questions. So we should be thorough with previous 10 years questions for this optional. Fourth would be structuring of an answer. It is extremely important for mains in general, but it is all the more important for optional, because you are given very less space and time and you have to cover multiple dimensions of an answer. In that case, it really helps if you are pre-prepared with a structure or frame in mind. For example, if you are attempting a question in paper 1 from Indian philosophy, say Pratit Samutpad of Buddhism, then your structure can be something like, first the introduction, briefly talking what this doctrine means. It is a causation theory in Buddhist philosophy and so on. Then secondly, you will discuss the theory itself in detail, discuss each aspect of this theory. Third, you will briefly discuss what interconnection this theory has with other theories. For example, in this case, Pratit Samutpad leads to Kshanikvad and Anityavad and Anatmavad. Then later you will discuss the criticism of this theory by other philosophers. Then you can do comparison of this theory with other philosophers in both Indian as well as Western philosophy, if it is applicable and possible in this particular question. And lastly, you can have a brief conclusion emphasizing the significance or the utility of this particular theory. So this is one standard structure or frame that can guide you. You can also have a similar structure for your Western philosophy, and as far as questions for paper 2 are concerned, you cannot really predict or make a predefined structure. The structure will depend from question to question as it comes. And apart from that, lastly I would say love your subject, have a lot of interest, as I have mentioned initially also, because you will be spending a considerable amount of time in preparing for your optional, because it carries 500 marks. It will need a lot of hard work, a lot of practice, and it gets very difficult if you do not like your subject. So do not blindly go by the trend and what optional your friends are taking. Do focus on what you like and where you will be able to give your best. So that was all about my strategy and preparation, how I approached it. But lastly, I would like to mention one thing, that philosophy in Indian context means darshan, and darshan means the view or the vision with which we look at life or the world around us. In that broad sense, it is a way of life. So I hope this optional not only helps you in maximizing your score in mains, but also helps you in life in general. Thank you so much. You can post your queries on my blogspot garimakagrawal.blogspot.com, where I have already discussed my optional strategy, and I will be happy to answer your queries there. Thank you so much. Best of luck.